Alright, and here we go for the second round of the Division 4 Overwatch, where we will have Pender versus Scribner. And Scribner just actually played SEM, if you are tuning in right now. And it was a little bit of an unfortunate event for Scribner because they did take the loss, but the bright side of it was they were very competitive, and Scribner did a very good job of adjusting their competitive gameplay to the gameplay of SEM. They got a lot more aggressive, which is exactly what SEM was, and I think that they should keep that into this next game, trying to be just as aggressive. So Pender is the #1 seed at 2-0, so they will be attacking first here. So Scribner will have a chance to just defend and try to get a little bit of the momentum on their side and being able to use it to their advantage. So we'll see what happens here and if they can make it happen for them. So Pender, we have not seen yet, they actually have a little bit of a good lineup. They have Started Games, who is on tank. They have Ju Bungie, who is on tank. Pancake, who is on support. Father Maple, who is DPS. AZ, who is DPS, and then Running Coat, who is support. So we will see if they can get anything going here. So we're going to first start in here on Started Games on this tank as we look into what the movement for Pender is here. It looks like their comp is that ball Rhine comp, which is something very interesting that we have not seen yet. We have not seen the ball get pulled out at all this tournament, really. So it's really interesting, and Navy Blue just falls off the map there because Started Games does a really good job of pushing back into him. And so now that they're down their main support, this is going to be really hard for Scribner to be able to truly defend this, and now they're bowed down both supports. So Pender does a really good job of being aggressive here, and I think that's the thing that we are seeing as a recurring motive for most of these teams is just the aggressiveness that is going on, and it is really hard to contest against that when you don't really have a big comp that can do that. And Double Shield, while it is a very, very good comp to stop the Rhine Zarya, Rhine Ball is a little harder because if they do get into your backline and pick off supports, as we saw there, they can get a lot of value out of it. So we'll see what Scribner can do here. And so the first point is taken by Pender here. Started Games does get slept, but it looks like the ball is going to be spinning around a little bit here, trying to get some picks. Goes for the Sigma here, and this is a very Started Games does a really good job there of getting that Orisa down as well as the Ana and using it to their advantage. And now it's going to be Father Maple trying to get this Reaper, but he's going to push him back into his own spawn, and it does happen. Not Cat will fall, but it looks like the Junkrat is going to come in there. Oh, and Father Maple does pick off the Junkrat as well. A really good job of being just very clutch under pressure there. Father Maple does a really good job of getting those two picks to just clean up the fight, stagger them, and make them have to work harder. So it looks like Q does get a big res here, and Omniclone's going to come in and try to get an ult, but oh, and the Lucio ult denies the Junkrat tire. A very, very good Lucio ult by Running Coat. And I think that's just really good gameplay by that support, being able to get his ult that quickly and use it to his advantage. In this game, unfortunately, Started Games does go down there by Chief Jr.'s ult, but Not Cat does get picked off by Father Maple. Oh, and Junebuggy's going to get actually picked off. Omniclone then dies as well. They're going to get a res on Junebuggy, though. What I was going to say is that the interesting part of this comp here that Scribner is going for is that, again, that Junkrat tire is very, very fast to build, and the fact that the support of Running Coat was able to build his Lucio ult that quickly to contest that is very, very impressive with this style of gameplay. So this Rhine Ball really proving to be a big, big problem for this Scribner team. So we'll see if Scribner can truly do something here. Gonna see a charge in here. Oh, and that's a big block on the charge by the Orisa ult there to stop him from charging completely in and getting as much damage on that Orisa as he could. Unfortunately, the Orisa does fall, but a very interesting charge there and a very good block on the charge with her ult there. As we see a Junkrat tire, and oh, and Omniclone with the big 4-man tire. And as we were talking about it earlier, the Lucio ult was able to save them before, but not this time. Omniclone does a really good job of getting into the backline there, pulling his ultimate and just killing the entire team there and making them have to retreat. A really, really good job by Omniclone there. Hopefully that gives some momentum to Scribner here as we see the May get pulled out, but a big ult by Started Games there to be able to pick off the Mei and completely just push into the team. But now the Sigma ult comes out. They have 2 picks though. Omniclone does get a pick, but it looks like Sardeth Games is going to charge in here, and he's deep into the back line. He's going to get the Sigma. The rest of the team is going to clean up, but he will fall to Omniclone and the Junkrat. Omniclone will fall, and now Pender is just going to be pushing the point as far as they can. Not Cat, trying to push in to make something happen, but it's going to be a pick off, and they're going to pull the Sim ult here. And it looks like they're going to try and contest here as Scribner does attempt to, and they're going to keep coming and staggering in. Unfortunately, they cannot get a full contest with it as a team here. They do have 3 on point. Omniclone's going to get a pick on Father Maple. They're going to pull the Junkrat ult again. Omniclone with another big Junkrat ult to contest the point. 3 kills, and both of them are supports. A very good job by Omniclone here in this game so far. He had his first ultimate denied by that Lucio ult. He said not anymore, and he has gotten 3+ kills on both of his ults so far. A very good job by Omniclone to be able to see the scenario that he has to make and holding it there. Unfortunately, still 3 minutes for Scribner to hold here, so they have to hope that they can be able to not let them budge anymore. So the mines are going to come out by the ball here, which is going to be very, very key for them. They're going to pick off a support here. The ball is going to get frozen as Junebuggy tries to get out, and he does. His team is with him. And, oh, and now AZ pulling out a Junkrat tire of his own. Says that if Omniclone's going to do it, I can do it as well. Pulls off a 3-man there, getting Omniclone himself. And then Running Coat cleaning it up, and Pender pushes it to the end. A very, very good push by Pender there. Scribner did a very good job of trying to contest the point as long as they could. That double shield comp seemed to be working for them at the end there. Just unfortunately, that ball Rhine a little too much for the back line, and it was unfortunate that they could not keep it contested as long as they wanted to be able to possibly get the win as soon as they get into this attack. But now they will be flipping sides, and they are going to be attacking for the 3rd time today. We'll see if their attack here differs from any of the attacks before. They have been doing a very, very good job, though, of being able to contest the teams that they are going against. And the one thing that I will give Scribner props is going comps that go against the comps that they're going against. They've done a very, very good job of countering picks, doing what they can to try and just get plays. Omniclone doing a very good job with his Junkrat tires there. The first one, unfortunately, again, was denied by the Lucio ult, but doing a very, very good job. And so we will see what the game will consist of here in about 5 seconds as we get into the 2nd round. Unfortunately, Scribner is going to have to try and make a big push here because of the fact that, honestly, Pender did a really good job of pushing it, and they have 2 minutes and 40 seconds to even contest the point if they do make it to the full 3. So let's see if Pender can do the same here and do a really good job. And a big pin on Omniclone there by Sardeth Games. He's in the back line trying to get some picks, just swinging away. The Brig does stun him, but it won't be enough as he's going to fire strike into the rest of the team and start to try and back out. But it looks like he might get picked, and he does. Navy Blue does a really good job of getting Sardeth Games there, but Navy Blue does unfortunately go down. They are even here at a 4-4 team fight. Sardeth Games does get the res, but he's going to get picked off. Omniclone does a really good job of getting 3 picks there, and now with a 2v5, we'll see if they can actually contest and be able to pull off something here, as Scribner does a really, really good job of doing what they need to do to get the picks that they need. Omniclone, once again, doing a lot for this team, trying to push forward and make that difference, already building up most of his ult, and now we're going to see if they can truly do something to this Pender defense. So Pender will be back. They'll be pulling out the mines here, and a big Earth Shatter, a 5-man Earth Shatter by Sardeth Games, and the cleanest is gonna the team's gonna come in and clean up the end of the fight. A really good job by Pender, using the mines to completely just section off the team, and then Sardeth Games comes in, pulls out the ultimate on the Reinhardt, and just denies the entire team any value. A really, really good job by Sardeth Games there, and unfortunately now it looks like Chief Jr. is just going to charge into the team and die here. A very poorly executed charge, but we're going to see what happens with Scribner if they can truly get back into it here. And Sardith Game's going to miss the pin here on Navy Blue. Get into the back line, though. And we will see as Father Maple does get 2 picks there. But on the point, we have a little bit of our team fight going ourselves. Not 100% sure if Scribner was intending to do a right push or a left push here. It seemed like a little bit of a miscommunication because there were 2 people on point. Now, unfortunately, they weren't able to get any value out of that. I don't know if they were trying to section off the team and maybe get a back push or something, but a little bit of a miscommunication there by Scribner for the push. So now it looks like Omniclone's going to pull out his ult, and oh, and he denies the Lucio ult. The Lucio trying to be able to deny his ult, but he kills him in mid-air to stop him from getting any value, and now it is going to be a Pender with 2 people on point trying to get some value here, but Scribner is going to get them pushed off, trying to get something going, and the mines come out, and it looks like Pender, and then another ult by Pender, and a big EMP, and Pender's going to be able to hold the point. Chief Jr. is still on point, pulls out his ultimate, but it looks like it won't be enough. It looks like just a kind of a wasted ult, as they will get the pick on him, and Scribner will have to reset. So with 30 seconds, Scribner has to make a push here to be able to get it to the end. If they do make it, they will get an extra 2 minutes and 30 seconds to their time, which is very, very good for what they want to do. They need to be able to get some more value out of the picks that they are using here, and Omni Clone is doing a very good job on this Junkrat, but it seems like Pender right now is just walking into the team and being more aggressive than what they have. And Sardith Games here, as we can see, a 3-man, and it looks like with 10 seconds left, there is going to be no value made out of this push, as it looks like Pender will take the win against Scribner in this first round of the second round of Overwatch Division 4 State Championships. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Division 4 second round, where we will be having Scribner-Snyder versus Pender once again. So, here we go on the map Oasis, which is a control map, which is more of a King of the Hill style map, where you're going to see both teams attacking here. There will be no designated defense. The same point, and so when one team takes over, they will then be the defending team in quotations and trying to defend the point from the other team. And we will see this occur on 3 different maps throughout this entire one match. So we will see actually a sub for Scribner-Snyder, as they will bring in Mighty Beast for tanks. So we will see what this brings for them, and if it will be of any value for their aggressiveness or any value for how they play as a whole for the team. So both teams going in for the attack here. It looks like there's going to be a little bit of a sneaky play here by the good old boys at Pender. We're going to see if they can do anything. And Scribner-Snyder, unfortunately, just gets the point for free here. So now all 6 of them are here, and now they're going to get a pick. And they're all kind of trapped in a corner. Sardith Games does get a big pick on Not Cat, but they're going to get the res off on the Doomfist, and it looks like it did work for them. Pender did end up getting the kills. It looked a little weird for them at first, because Scribner did get a really early pick, but it didn't matter, as they were able to take the point from Scribner. So Now there's a big pile drive there by Buggy, and AZ is going to try and go in on the Doomfist and try to be able to get some value out of that. A very interesting pick here on the Doomfist, and a big shatter there by Sardith Games to be able to knock down the team. And Sardith Games and Father Maple are going to go in and clean it up. A big play by them to be able to get the kills that they needed to stop Scribner from even pushing in. Pender has been doing a very good job of that. They've been a very good team when it comes to the team-based gameplay. Sardith Games has had a lot of really good earth shatters here to be able to hold the team of Scribner back. And we'll see if they can carry, once again, this momentum into this next fight. As we can see, Scribner is not going to take a chance. They're going to go straight back into it. And a counterpin by Sardith Games. A big ult here by the Sim is going to stop them from using this window. And now they're not going to get any value out of the window, as AZ will get a good Doomfist ult and then get Navy Blue for both of the supports to be down. And they're going to kill Chief Jr. as the soldier goes down, and that will be a team kill for Pender. A very good job by Pender there. AZ had a very good flank on the support there for Zen, and then got the pick on the Moira, which was just insane for them. I think the big thing for Scribner here is that the Rhyme ball has just been too much to handle for them. So maybe going a Sombra to be able to hack the ball in the backline when he does dive their backline, and even that would be good for the Doomfist here. That is going to be a big ult there by Notcat, a 5-man! Holy cow, the Junkrat and Notcat comes out and gets a 5-man after a shatter by Mighty Beast. A big play for Scribner there to be able to turn the tide of the fight. And let's see again if they can carry this momentum into the next fight. They could just take this point. It's very interesting to see what they can do here, and it looks like Father Maple's going to dive in by himself here. AZ is going to try and take over the point as well. A big pile drive there, but AZ will fall. Father Maple will get a pick, but he will fall as well. So now with both DPS down, it's going to be interesting to see what Pender does to be able to get that. But a big trap on Sardith Games there, and he will fall. And the Mercy's going to fall. And now with one tank and one healer, let's see if they can get a good contest here, but they will fall back, and Scribner did a really good job there of contesting the DPS. The trap on Sardith Games there was also huge for Notcat. Notcat coming out on this Junkrat and really truly making that difference. Earlier we saw Omniclone with a big tire, and Notcat came in and said, I can do the same. And so we have to see if Pender has an answer for this, as the different comp of Mighty Beast on Reinhardt has truly been a big key. And oh, the Rhine misses the charge there and falls down into the hole, which means that he's going to have to charge up back around. They're going to get a pick on Father Maple here, but without their main tank, it's going to be very interesting to see if they can truly get any value. Chief Jr. is going to get a pick on AZ, but Notcat and Mighty Beast will fall. Chief Jr. then will fall to the mines, and there's going to be a big Zen ult here to be able to clean up the rest of the mines and get some heals going out. But unfortunately, it looks like Pender's going to pick off the Zen, and now it's just Robot Ninja on the point, and they're going to fall. And now with the last contest being the Moira, it looks like they're not going to get any value. AZ does fall to the Notcat, but it looks like the last contest is going to be Notcat, and she's going to fall. And now Pender is going to take the first point on a very tightly contested control point. Scribner came out in the first game and really kind of got held down by the defense of this Pender team, but now they're showing that they can do just as much with a huge ult by Notcat there to win them the point, and then the defense against them. It seemed like Pender just went in separately and not together, and it really truly hurt them on that first attack that they had. Wasn't for sure if they were going to be able to get that second one after Sardith Games charged into the pit there and had to completely walk back up around, but June Buggy once again pulling out those mines and being a difference maker on that ball. And as I was saying before, I feel like this ball Rhine comp is just very difficult for them. If they pulled out something like a Somber here, it could be very valuable for them to be able to truly all right, and we're gonna have a little bit of a technical issue here. Alright, so we're going to be getting into this second point here as we can get onto point here. They're actually on point. They're on point. But yeah, so we are on point here, and it looks like Pender is going to take this first team fight. Sorry for the technical difficulty, folks. Had some lag issues, but we are back and rolling as fast as we were before. As we can see, Pender is definitely rolling as fast as they were, because they are taking this point with ease as they are just pushing in. Monkey trying to contest as long as he can, but unfortunately he will fall. And so now Pender will take the point. They will have the chance. A big ante there, but Sardith is going to get 2. It looks like Mighty Beast is going to actually stay up here. Looks like he could have fallen, but he is going to stay up. And a big boop by the Lucio there. Wow. Running Code did a really good job of booping off that pin, because if he would have pinned either of the supports there, that could have been a completely different fight for this team. Unfortunately, AZ is just kind of walking into the team there, but Father Maple does get a pick there. Mighty Beast is going to try and charge in to get some value here, but it looks like the Ana's definitely keeping him up. The Ana doing a lot of healing here from Mighty Beast. And a big shatter comes out. And once again, it just seems that there's not much value for an and Father Maple gets a nice little Junkrat tire there to pick off the Rhine and the Ana, which are doing a lot of heals and a lot of damage to their team. But they're going to go ahead, and Pender's going to hold this, as it seems like, again, the biggest problem here for this Scribner team is that they're just not having really any counters. Like, when they were going against SEM, they had a lot of counters to the team that they were using. They went Diva against that Ryan Zarya combo to try and get some more damage output and try to get some value, but it seems here that this ball, they just are completely null and voiding him and letting him just kind of run the entire show. And so maybe changing something up would be better for them here, especially since this is kind of their last point to be able to try and make something happen. So Notcat's going to come out with a big tire here and see if she can get some value. She is going to get 2. It's going to be the Reinhardt and the Lucio. But it will not be enough, as Pender will still be able to hold here. And Notcat is on point, but completely separated off from the team. Not going to get any value, and that's another thing that Scribner has been doing really interestingly here, is that they haven't been working together like they were on the point, even last point. The last point they worked as a team to be able to contest Pender and get some good value. Chief Jr. with a big visor here to be able to get some picks. Can it be enough to be able to get it? Unfortunately, they do get to 99%. They're going to try and get a pick on this Reinhardt, and they do get it. But the Father Maple Junkrat tire does come out. Let's see if it gets any value out of it. It looks like it comes out from spawn, and it will get 1 in Mighty Beast, but it looks like Pender might be able to contest this, as the ball does get on point and start spinning around. The rest of the Pender team is going to start to file in. There is now a 4v4 on point. We'll see if Pender can be able to get anything going. Ball is still going to be spinning around on point at full health. Notcat trying to contest him. Chief Jr. now standing in the middle of the pack. The entire Pender team is here. Robot Ninja is going to fall on the monkey. Mighty Beast does go, oh no, not Mighty Beast, excuse me. Started the Games does pull out the Big Earth Shatter here. It's going to go on. They pull out the Lucio ult, and now Father Maple is going to be able to hold it. And now with a 6v3, they're going to have the chance to clean it up here, and they do. They're going to pull out the AZ ult of High Noon, and Pender will take the point and win the match against Scribner. Pender did a really, really good job of contesting that point there with that ball, and once again, without anything to truly counter it, there wasn't any value. And Notcat, this insane 5-man Junkrat tire was key for them to be able to hold point here. It seemed like the only time that they were truly, really aggressive was when they got kills like this, and Scribner was unfortunately not able to pull out the win. But a very, very good play by the team today. This will be the last time that we see Scribner today, and we will be going on to the next match, which is going to be SEM and Pender. Once again, though, it seemed like the biggest problem for Scribner was not being able to counter that ball Rhine with anything like a Sombra or any value out of the picks that they did to counter them, and they just kind of walked through the team for free. So Pender did a very good job of taking control of the opportunities that they were given. And so now we will see what the next game entails, as SEM will once again take on Pender. And the winner of that will most likely take the championship, so we will see what happens.